Predictions 3-2 for Lewis. I think Valas will win his home maps. I think Lewis will win his home maps. And then I think Lewis is going to win game number 1 here. But we'll see. Valas playing as Armenians. Lewis as Italians. Welcome in. Sun Disaster. Best of 5 game 1. This is the neutral map, and it is Canberra. 30,000 fish in the center. There's always more fish in the sea. And Lewis going to take in the boar early. Very, very early. He hasn't even finished the house yet, so he's going to have to make sure he does that. And he's going to go out to try and push some deer. Valas also doing the same thing. This is a very interesting setup here for Valas. This is very rare. Usually 1 stone, 1 gold spawns on the side, and then a stone and a gold spawns on the other side. In this case, he's got all of his resources on one side, which is kind of crazy if he gets pushed over here. That's really, really brutal. Like, the usual setup is similar to what Lewis has, although Lewis is a little bit strange too, because he's got both stones on one side. Lewis picked a walled map, didn't he? Wouldn't that benefit Valas? Yeah, but Aqueduct is walled only in theory. I mean, or Wellspring, sorry. Once you kill the Aqueduct, you can get in quite quickly. Wellspring always ends up being kind of open anyway. All right. So we've got Armenians, Italians. Armenians can be really solid here for the fortified churches. It's pretty rare to see people contesting water early with Armenians. Usually it's, you know, you go up to the next, or go up to Castle Age as quickly as you can. Get the fortified church on the fish to lock it down, and then just start pushing with some monks and some siege and whatever, and grabbing the relics as well. Italians, I mean, that's usually indicates a water contest, and you can see the villager already coming out here. And Valas already looking for that villain. Valas is going for the dock too. Although I don't know if he's going to heavily contest. I would, at some point in this map, I wonder if it's viable, just seeing someone build up a ton of galleys in Feudal Age, because you can range the TC, and the galleys do decent damage against the town center. So, oh, Lewis. There we go. He's walling off the Vill. He's taking the 50-50 with the scout. Who's going to win? I think Lewis is going to pussy out here. Yep. Valas now coming over with his Vill. Scouts are at equal HP. If one player gets Loom, they should be favored. And Valas now trying to wall in this villager. This is really, really rough for Lewis here. That Vill is going to be idled for the foreseeable future if he can't escape. He's trying to take down the palisade. Valas going to wall him in on time. Both of these guys have matched up against each other in BF so many times. Lewis, we know, is an absolute menace with the villagers if he sneaks them in the quick walls and whatnot. But Valas is as well. Who's the favorite for this series? I don't know. I really don't. All right. Lewis pushing in the deer. No loom for both of them. And he's slowly going to work away on this wall. And Valas, well, he can send this villager back to his eco. Little bit more idle time there for Lewis. But he will break through here relatively quickly. And then this guy can get back to work. Valas is an absolute sneak menace in Rage Forest. Yeah, well, the one Rage Forest competition Lewis's team won, if you guys remember the final game, holy fuck. Lewis got a villager in and then proceeded for the next hour to get slung by his team and just be a huge problem behind enemy lines. I can't even remember. Was that like a year plus ago? That was a hilarious game. And in the interview afterwards, he was like popping off and stuff, but he got slung like 40k res for one villager behind enemy lines. Yeah, he built a whole community. I think he just stayed in Castle Age too. Because he didn't have an eco of his own, really. Anyway, Feudal Age coming in for both. Lewis going up quickly. He's going to go for Navy. Looks like Valas is thinking about the same thing, although he's got some villagers going out to gold. He's got the boar in here. He's got another deer coming in. He might be able to pull off an FC with these 4 fish as well. Lewis needs to make sure he gets rid of these fish as soon as he possibly can. If you're going for feudal pressure, you have to take out this stock as quickly as you can. You got to take advantage of the fish in the center. You got to try and prevent your fish from dying to a demo from Valas when he does get up. You can see he's got 200 food already in his arms. So that's going to go up to 400 there. 4 on gold. Villagers coming out here. Probably thinking about a tower. And these villagers are out a little bit early. Fast Castle kind of feels like it's possible. But he's run out of food now. He's got to push this deer in. He's got to hope his fishing ships can drop off before they're killed. And there's the tower from Valas. Also goes for the walls around here. Really, really nice from him. Really, really nice from Valas. And that should shut down the fishing eco without having to heavily invest into water. And here come the vills from Lewis. So Lewis wants to go for a tower of his own. He doesn't want Valas fishing either. He can send a fire in here, and I think that doesn't get ranged by the... I think if he sends a fire right here, he can sit under the tower and just kill it. They'll both need to get fletching to range the towers, I believe. The feudal tower does not do that much against the fire ships. And I think if the fishing ships are over on this side, they can actually... Oh, we can range the tower without fletching. Okay, cool. What the fuck is that first? I don't even know. I don't even know, dude. Lewis can go fish this shore fish until the tower is cleared up. That's probably what he should do, right? He's trying to save his fishing ships. He's getting fletching now. Sending them back. Going for the mill. Valas wasn't able to click up to Castle Age. He's getting his food eco sorted. Or trying to anyway. And taking some of the deer still. Mule carts mean his economy is fairly efficient. And he can take stone and gold at the same time. But he still has these 4 villagers forward. And the fire galleys are now working well in the tower. This is a fight you can't win. This is just a fight you cannot win. He's going for the demo raft. He's going to try and take out these fire galleys. But look at that. They're putting in a lot of damage towards that tower. And that thing's just going to die. Lewis has the better setup, for sure. He's still got 2 fishing ships alive. They're taking the shore fish, so it's not great. The villager dies? Valas ejected her or tried to eject her. Now the demo comes out. And she died to the tower. Meanwhile, just kind of floating some res, man. This is the worst spot to be in, where you feel like you can click up the Castle Age soon. But it's absolutely going to bankrupt everything if you want to use the market to get there. So you just got to be patient. Surprised Valas' tower is still alive, to be honest. And he kills another villager there from Valas. Lewis has done a really good job. I think he's killed 2 villagers, maybe 3 villagers and 4 fishing ships. Really, really solid job from him. Now Valas is trying to repair that dock, but the dock won't stay alive. Look at this, man. Look at this. He's going for stone walls here. He's probably going to delete the palisade and then try and repair the dock. No, he's going for another tower. Crazy. So that tower can't be damaged by the fires. Because the stone walls will tank all of that damage. And now Castle Age is coming in from Valas. Valas is so stubborn. So stubborn. This is exactly the way he plays flank on BF as well. Even if he's had losses, he never gives up the position. I'm not certain that this tower can range these fish without fletching, though. If they stay over here. And Lewis, his resources looking really, really solid, too, with Italians. If he gets a market up, he can go up to Castle Age. Valas is already up. Valas could go for fortified churches here, so Castle Age is definitely a problem for Lewis. Buy some food. He doesn't have a market. He's building it now. He won't even need to. He just unqueues a couple vills and he can click up. Yeah. All right, so Lewis trying to track these villagers over here. He knows they're coming forward. The market was just a little bit too late for him. Now he's buying stones. So he's probably thinking, ooh, second tower. Really doesn't want that fortified church to come up here. Really wants to get rid of this one and take advantage of the fish. I would have preferred not going for that tower and going for a castle at home. I think if you have a castle at home, then you can transport petards because you're probably going to have water control, right? Fortified church, siege workshop, and that also keeps you safe here. You might have to end up YOLO buying a castle against this. Stone walls coming up now from Lewis. Remember, both of his stones are on this side. This generation is weird. Usually there's a stone on either side, a gold on either side. It's not that way for Valas, and with the stones, it's not that way for Lewis. He does have stones out here too, but that's a long way. Hi, Big Dave. What's up, Magnet? Lewis already preemptively deleting the farms. 50 seconds away from Castle Age, man. 50 seconds away. You can feel the pressure mounting here. The Mangonel's going to be out. Beery had a similar situation. If you recall, Beery had an extremely similar situation where he needed to put a castle down. And he was just a little bit too late to it. And now the Mangonel is ranging, and you have to go for the castle over here. There it is. Can Valas stop this? Lewis loses a villager. Lewis is going for the siege workshop behind. Lewis just building with one vill. 2 vills now. He's waiting for the Mangonel to come out. He's got more fishing ships in the queue, which means he didn't have the wood for the Mangonel. And finally gets enough wood for the Mangonel. Still losing vills. Remember, if he loses this TC, he's dead. Valas doing such a good job here. And the ram is coming out too. This Mangonel needs to be here yesterday. This thing needs to get here stat. We have a serious lack of wood here for Lewis. And here comes the ram. And the ram has warrior priests in it. The warrior priest should eject and go for the Mangonel. Ram still working well on the TC. Lewis just buying wood furiously. There go the warrior priests. Can Valas deny the castle? The castle is going up and Lewis is going to defend this. But wow, what panic there for Lewis. And now Valas has kind of caught up on the eco a little bit because he's just been not idled at home. Res collected, he's ahead. However, Lewis does have water control, and I think Lewis is now in a better position. The panic paid off. The repairs, the castle, everything. Now we wonder what Valas can do. Maybe try and push from the other side? No, that doesn't seem possible. Lock down the map seems like a good idea. Move these relics back, potentially. Docks. And a dock block, too. He could just go Imp Dromans, maybe. But he's still a long way away from Imp, even if he buys the food. More rams coming out from Valas. Was it the last set that Valas pushed in Castle Age like every single game? Was that him? It's very confusing remembering who was actually playing. Can he ram the mid towers? He can. He can take out the docks, yeah. That might be the play. Genoese Expo now coming in. War Galley Research is in from Lewis. And Lewis is going to try and push over here. Valas has not really managed to collect many relics. He's only got 2 of them. And he's still looking pretty bad on the food count right now. Lewis has all of these fish in the center, so Lewis is laughing with the food. Lewis can transport it to Valas' base. Nope. There's the dock block preventing that. If he kills the docks, though, he might be able to. Here come the Rams. And the Rams are going to this middle area. There's 2 warrior priests in there. So they should be able to do decent damage against those villagers. He wants to kill the towers before he ejects those, though. And now they're out. Got to put him back in again. He does. Siege Workshop in defense from Valas. This is frustrating when you're trying to do other things. Keep bringing them in and out of those towers as he kills a couple villagers here from Lewis. That was a decent push from Valas. Not sure it was worth it for the cost of 2 Rams, but who knows? He's still trying to defend over here, and this is an excellent push from Lewis again. Kills the docks that Valas just got set up. Now a mangonel here from Valas. I'd love to see some monks from Valas. I think that's the next step. Because you got to be able to convert the ships and push everything back. Also, a fortified church here could help a lot. He's going for more Rams. And Lewis wisely walling up. He knows the risk. If 4 Rams sneak through here and start attacking that TC and get right underneath that, there's not much you can do to stop it, especially with your mangonels forward. All right, War Galleys coming out. Those can range the town center. And War Galleys have +7 bonus damage against buildings, so they actually kill it quite quickly in a group. A relic is like 1.5 villagers on gold, I think, Lexi. Something like that. Monks would be really helpful here. A fortified church would be really helpful. Valas is putting everything into this push. He's trying to take out the docks in the center. But, like, he's dying. He's dying! Good micro from Lewis. The splits. Valas repairing. Lewis is going gamer mode here. And even Lewis decides to back away from that. That is just not a fight you can take against 2 mangonels. The docks are going down now. The fish is going down, but Imperial Age is on the way for Lewis. Valas continues to go for Rams. Oof. That's a tough push over there. That is a tough push through here. What if you build another TC and delete the initial one? You can't build another TC. You could delete the initial one, but then you're dead. What does Lewis have in his castle? He just had Genbos. He's holding the pressure this way. I'm not sure this is the best place for your Mag... I'd love to see a mangonel back here. Okay, he's brought 1 mangonel back here. Do not send that forward. Lewis, why are you sending this forward? Lewis? Why are you sending this forward, Lewis? That's the only way you can lose this game. Is if you don't keep a mangonel at home. Lewis's micro takes out a Mangonel. Valas still trying to defend. Good attack round there from Lewis. Mangonel is coming out, but he's housed. He's badly housed. And now Valas is the one repairing. Look at the resource. He's got so many. He's got so many. Valas. He's got to try something. He's dying. He's going this way. Lewis can see this. No, he can't. Not yet. He's got a Mangonel at home. He's got to be careful about his forward push. Pulls the Mangonel away just in time. Valas, there's a hole already. Go! He's going in. He's going in. They're so weak. More rams from this side. He got one Mangonel. Lewis's Mangonel micro is sick. Valas's is better. He's sending the villagers forward. He's gonna go for a castle. He's gonna go for a castle within range of the TC. This can be denied though. Another castle here from Lewis. Castle. It's within range of the... Go! He's gonna need Bodkin, I think. He can range that with Bodkin. I don't know. Rams are coming. Lewis can go for Trebs, but he doesn't really have the res, dude. Look at his eco. It's a disaster. The eco is such a disaster. He could go for another castle as well. He's sending all of the vills. Oh, Lewis is panicking, dude. Feels like he can't kill Valas. He just needs one trap, bro. One trap. That's it. You're an imp. Make a trap. Oh, he's freaking out. The Treb is coming. Genoese Expos. Mangonel goes down. Why forward? Because he just has to kill the TC, dude. He should have made this 2 minutes ago. Forward. He just needs to make sure he can defend against this Mangonel. The Genbos are going right into the TC. Valas pushing in with the villagers to repair. What happened to the Mangonel? Did the Mangonel die against the castle? Petard's coming in. Lewis trying to body block the Rams. Valas is coming in with more Petards here. More Petards coming in. The castle's fighting them. The villagers standing in the way. Another Mangonel coming out. Oh, Valas is through. He killed his own villagers. But the Rams are dead. And the TC was about to die. Oh my god, dude. What a crazy ending to that one. That was nuts. Lewis gets out of there by the skin of his teeth. Holy cow, man. That was fun. That was fun. Wow. We almost got all the way through the song, too. Song of the tournament, by the way. That's the song of the tournament. Oh my god, Lewis was freaking out. He should have, as soon as he was an imp, the priority is Treb. As soon as you have this castle, and his eco just wasn't set up for it. He was so concerned about not dying. Great job from Valas to just make whatever he could of that game. I love the villager wall block there. That was so sick. They said, "You shall not pass." That was so sick, dude. Valas made 12 rams. Fun stuff. Okay. Game 1 goes to Lewis, as I predicted. According to my calculations, everything is going according to plan. Loss for Armenians, win for the Italians. And we have a slight delay until game number 2. It looks like we're going to be jungle rumbling. Jungle rumbling. And Lewis sniped Byzantines, which is like the most popular civ on Jungle Rumble. We could see Portuguese, we could see Malians, we could see Bohemians as well. Squatting Slav, thank you for the 29 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Probably going to be Aztecs on Koala or Romans. Romans on Koala could be good. Bengalis are definitely the play here for Lewis on Jungle Rumble. So the question is, how do you fight up against a civ that's always going to have like an 8 villager lead against you? How's the illness going? I'm getting over it. I'm getting over it. Persians would be good. Persians were randomly banned. Persians is like an S tier pick in this tournament, but they were randomly banned. They usually get banned in the random draft or they get sniped. It's not only the HP on the TC, it's the fact that it produces faster as well. When you only have a 1 town center eco, like that's a huge deal. What illness? Oh, I just had a cold. I just had a cold. That's it. Nothing insane. Persians are also good for the TC douche. Yes. Yes, I hope we see that. TC douche is what happens in sudden death when you're so locked in on your opponent's defeat. You don't think about your own. Is streaming your main job? Yes. All right, Teddy. See you later, dude. Is Dave good at his job? Debatable. Debatable. Favorite World War II general? Zhukov, probably. What's your favorite ever map? Uruk-hai TD. Making my dreams come true. Okay. Valas playing as Bohemians, Lewis playing as Bengalis. So Bengalis are insane on this map. It's Jungle Rumble. There's 2 town centers. You get 2 extra villagers per town center per age. You go up to Feudal Age, you're plus 4 vills. You go up to Castle Age, you're plus 8 vills. You go up to Imp, you're plus 12 vills. Very simple, you know. I couldn't even describe to you the advantage that gives you. There's not a number big enough. You stream a lot of Pokemon. That game defined my childhood, but I never knew it still had such varieties. Yeah. Pokemon is like my... Number 1, Kaizo is good content. I think, anyway. I enjoy watching it. And Pokemon is like I need a break from AoE 2 or there's nothing going on in AoE 2 kind of content. It's nice to mix it up for me personally. Keeps AoE 2 more fresh for me, you know? Dave, give me a number between 1 and 122. Okay, so what can Valas do with the Bohemians is the question. He had Byzantines. It got sniped by Lewis, which is a great snipe because Byzantines is kind of the meta on this map. You go fast imp and a castle with Byzantines, and we've seen it work many times. Now that's been sniped, so the second choice potentially for Lewis, unless Byzantines was a bait, is Bohemians here. And do you stay in Castle Age? Do you go up to Imp? I don't know. Seeing Valis' playstyle in this tournament, I would assume he's going to stay Castle Age and try and get something done there. Jive, 62 months. Guys, that's a lot of months. You need to lose TCs to lose? Yeah, you need to lose both TCs to lose the game. We've seen people win with only one town center left. You need to lose the one on the in and the one on the out. Now, the meta seems to be on the outside. People used to try and wall both gaps, but the meta nowadays seems to be walling one side near your TC with houses and then walling the other gap on this side. And you can see it, like, it always seems like they're both trying to wall the same side with houses too. They're always walling like this right area for whatever reason. Losing the scout here from Valis is really bad. He's got to make sure that thing is still alive. Doo-doo-doo. Yo, Conron, thank you for the 25 gifted out of nowhere. Who is Conron? Conron, my homie. Let's go, bro. That's sick. Well, we know who he is now. Jesus, thank you so much, dude. You got some good ones in there, too. You got Conron? Yeah, dude. I'd gladly get Conron again. You said 22? There's 20. Oh. So I should have said 99 then. He asked me to give him a number between 0 and 100. I did say 22. You gave me 25. I should have said 99. I know he asked me for a number. This is a good engagement here for Valis. Thank you so much, dude. That's so generous. Conron's a real homie. So Valis Lewis sent 2 villagers over here. He lost one of them because Valis was there with the scout and the villager, and Lewis was pushing in the zebra at the same time. And now he's sending 2 villagers over to this side because he knows that Valis might get in. Valis is the last person you want to have with a villager sneaking around the backside of your base. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it. You're welcome. Thank you. My homie. Gotta be careful nowadays with the crocodiles. They have a charge attack, 3+5. So you can't just send one villager. Well, you can if they have loom, but it's gonna be very weak. It's better to send 2. And Feudal Age is now on the way for Lewis. Shouldn't he still wall the west? He probably should, but he's going to go for the house wall here instead. Things are not going the way that Lewis had planned initially. Habash, thank you for the gifted sub to Conron, sorry. Thank you, dude. That's a good gifter. And Lewis is going in. How far forward is he going to go with this wall? Is he even planning on walling this? Is he going to sneak these villagers in? Plenty of questions. He's still coming out here to wall this. He's taking a chance. And he's sneaking these vills in. He's sneaking these vills in. I think, like, trying to go after this TC is a bit of a bait, though. Because if you lose the middle, all of the gold, most of the gold on the map is here. And it's way more secure in this middle area. If you lose the middle, they can go imp, treb cut out, and kill your TC really quickly. So killing this TC gives way less value than killing the eco in the town center in the center of the map. Kind of insane farm eco setup already from Valas. Yeah, you have to lose both TCs to die, yeah. And double range from Lewis over here. Double range? What on earth is Lewis doing? He's not going to get any value from those. Like, does he know there's a house wall here? He knows. He's in feudal age. He's still going archers. Maybe he can sneak in here. Valas has left this side open. Now he's going to go for more walls here. The scout is higher HP from Lewis, so maybe he can stall out long enough with the archers. But Valas could just wall back here as well. I don't think those archers are getting in. And Castle Age is on the way for Valas already. Blackrock, thank you for the 30 months, dude. This is shaping up to be a very good set. As we knew it kind of would. That's a disaster for Lewis. Damn. I really like Valas's approach in this game mode of just like staying in Castle Age. It makes for very entertaining games. It's a tower with archers, but it's up against a house wall. If this was a palisade wall, I'd be very concerned for Valas. But it's a house wall. And he's only a minute and 20 seconds away from Castle Age. Lewis is a little lost in the sauce, I think, here. He does have a better eco, 61 against 56 vills because of Bengalis. And now an archer being produced on this side, and Valas is going to castle drop this area. And Lewis, if he had had some of his archers here, maybe he could do something about it. He's going to find the villagers. But, like, this is an easy siege workshop defense over here. An easy castle drop over it. Free castle drop and kill over here. Lost in the sauce. And it's an English sauce as well, so it's not even, like, good. It's like brown sauce or something. Yeah. Lost in the mushy peas. Yep. He's drowning! Science probably has its own term for, like, the consistency of mushy peas. Mushy peas with vinegar is great. Guys, I'm just going to read that statement again. Mushy peas with vinegar is great. Said a real human. Said by a real human, we think. We think. Alright, so Castle Age is coming in for Lewis. He's still a minute and a half away. This is not doing anything, really. And Valas is going to go up to Imp. Double tower for Lewis. Archer's in here. Valas will go up to Imp. Then he should add a siege workshop here and start working away with the Mangonel. He's already working away with the Hussite wagon. Actually, it should just wait for Imp. There's no way. There's absolutely no way, unless Lewis goes for, like, double siege workshop armored elephants, that Valas doesn't kill this TC. He'll just get the Trebs set up here, and he's fine. Lewis might be able to kill this town center, but I think he's probably cooked. And Valas can see now the cut in from Lewis over here. So he knows if he brings Trebs over, just 3 trees to cut with the Trebs. That's it. Lewis also thinking about Imperial Age potentially. 700 food, 600 gold. He can maybe get a castle. You can see him going for the Castle Age buildings here. And another castle from Valas over on this. This is not the way that Lewis planned this out. If he had a plan at all. This ain't it. That's for sure. Oh boy, Imperial Age on the way for Lewis, and wisely goes up in this TC because this one is going to die. Castle now coming up. Valas can bring these over and shoot the Vills, but he's not paying attention. He's probably trying to push this area back, which he has done already. Still chopping through, trying to get his ecos connected here. Both of them going for outposts in the center as well. And the castle will go up for Lewis. 8 more villagers for Lewis. More res collected for Valas, though. Chemistry is coming in. And Imperial Age is in, and that should just be a Treb from here. He queued it up in the wrong castle. There's no point making Trebs here. This castle is purely for defense. Unless you want to cut through faster and get in. And he goes for another castle, probably over here within range of the TC. Nope. Right here. That's fine. That'll protect his Trebs. This TC is all but dead. I mean, Lewis's imp timing is actually okay. But there's no way he can clear these Trebs. I don't think he can really save this castle either. Has anyone ever tried to chop through at the same time for early connections? I think it's just really tough, right? If you send the villagers from here all the way over to this area, number one, you have to get the wall down. Your opponent might find it, and it's a lot of idle time. If you send them here from this area, then your opponent can harass it. So it's just kind of like... And you're connecting it for both players. You got to do it at the back of your base. Why not just go for the TC with the Treb? Because you still got to kill the other one. It's better to just take care of the castle. And you can see he's actually ranging both. So now Lewis has to make a choice. Lewis might not even realize. He finally does. And he's repairing the TC. Like if you YOLO against the TC, right? And you lose your Trebs and you start losing the Treb war. You still got to kill this one, and you're still going to need Trebs to come after this. So I think it's just more consistent to go after the castle. You know you're winning this engagement anyway. Monks now coming out from Lewis. They can convert the bombard cannon from range, but they can't convert the Trebs from range. And the castle's going to go down. Bodkin arrow is in for those castles, but they're not able to range the monks just yet. Lewis is going at a really weird angle here. Devotion now coming in for Valas. Lewis is getting real aggressive with these. He's chasing these all over the place. Now trying to convert all the buildings. The university, the siege workshops. There's nothing coming out from the archer ranges yet. And Valas will just continue pushing in here. And now Lewis is converting all of the villagers as well. How does Valas get this final town center is the question. He hasn't hit a single Treb shot on this. There we go. Killing some of the villagers that Lewis converted from him. And he kills the Treb. So now there's no way his castles can be pushed over here by Lewis. He's only got monks. This is fine. Don't give him a conversion on the bomber cannons, nothing. Valas needs to do the T90 Treb trick. I think most tournaments have put in a rule about that. I'm not sure about this one. And I'm not sure about the ruling on the... or wording on the rule. But I know the players don't want that to be involved. I heard rumblings about the players' council or whatever saying they don't want it. I don't know what the wording is. What's the T90 Treb trick? There's a video about it. I didn't even watch the video. I think that if you wall off in front of a Treb, it can never hit or something like that. I don't know. I just heard the... I heard the opinion of the Players' Council because we have it involved in Hyper Random coming up, right? So they told us they didn't want that. Did not watch the video. Get out. Okay. All right. Monks are here. Monks are here. And the archer ranges went down. So Valas had to make more archer ranges back here. He's getting crossbow to deal with the monks potentially. Lewis is keeping this army away from his TC on the outside. He's only got the TC on the outside. He has cut through now. I would love to see Valas come in and kill all these vills and just win in a standard style game, because right now it's really, really tough for Lewis to kill either of his town centers. He's got the monks keeping himself safe, which is fantastic, and now heresy on the way for Valas. So his units die instead of converted. Has to go for another university because the other one got converted. Godslayer, thank you for the 9 months. And Wokel with the 9 months. Something happened 9 months ago.
Tiger as their unique
it's going crazy, dude.
And why don't the Bohemians have the Rhapsody technology?
Thank you, guys. We just had babies. They're yours, not mine. That is a sneaky castle there.
Zero versus who was it again? Surely because he would be so Chad.
Oh, does he find this? He knows there's more village. Oh, he found the castle in the corner. Lewis was trying to be so sneaky, dude. The castle's going to go up. But over here, we have crossbows coming in. The archers are defending against Arbalists, and the monks are converting everything. And with heresy, Lewis actually clears that army. That's crazy. But the monks aren't over here. It feels like you can maybe just push in. Trebs are being massed from Lewis. There's a chance Lewis could do this. If he cuts through over here, Valas is going to have some big problems, but Lewis also needs to be careful about the cut over here because he only has 1 TC to lose. Lewis could kill this TC with Trebs. He could cut through and kill this TC. And you can see him scouting this out. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. I mean, with heresy, Valas should be fine, right? Don't even worry about the archers, bro. Go after the monks. Lewis doesn't have enough conversions. He doesn't have enough conversions to save this army. The monks are going to die. The Trebs are going to chop through the trees. And even though there's an insane push going on from Lewis right now, he's trying to chop into the back of Valas' army. I don't think he can defend this. Valas, please just chop through here. Okay, he killed 2 trees. How many Trebs here? 2? 3? Lewis. 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 Louis. Luis. Chop. Chop here. Why are you going for this TC? There's a TC right there, dude. Chop through the trees, brother. What are we doing? Kill a tree. Lewis can't defend here. Surely not. He's not chopping the trees. Why is he not chopping the trees? He would have won if he was a little bit faster. Well, he's dead now. He's getting onager, bro. He was waiting for. There's 2 trees, brother. There's 2 trees. Does he not know Trebs can kill trees? Great game from Valas, by the way. I think Lewis held on really well, but Valas clearly was better prepared for this one. If he had come out faster with just 2 Trebs from this side and then chopped the trees on this side, he legitimately could have won. Onager, bro. What? I mean, he clearly knows they can chop trees because Valas chopped through here with his Trebs, right? That's crazy, though. I think every single game in this set is going to come down to like a photo finish. And I love it. 1-1. That's what we want to see. My prediction was that Lewis wins the first one and then they both win their home maps. So 3-2 Lewis was my prediction. So far it's looking good. Valas winning with Bohemians. That was the first pick for both of them. And that's a win on Jungle Rumble. Thank you for being here, everyone. I appreciate it. Excuse me. Still a little sick. But we're pushing through. Feeling a bit better? Yeah, I'm definitely feeling better. I'm just stuffed up now. I want to see Aztecs Koala. Valis is going to try and lame with Aztecs. Be right back. What makes Aztecs good at laming? Having an eagle. Much easier to lame with the eagle early, and you can heal it up in the TC. So literally any eagle civ. Mayans, Incas, Aztecs, they're all going to try and lame on that. All right, 40 seconds away. Link 240. I almost said 420, dude. You almost got me. Thank you for the 6 months. Welcome back, brother.
Dave Dance.
Give me my puntos. 9. Perchance, Dave, why don't regular scouts lame at all? Well, it happens. It does happen. All right, so we have Koreans against Portuguese. Arena is coming up in 5 seconds. Will it be chicken arena? Will it be hare arena? Will it be deer arena? We don't know. Who came first, the chicken or the hare? It is going to be hare arena. My least favorite type of arena. I don't like hair. Makes me uncomfortable. But he can wall this off and push them in if he really wants to. It's an unintended thing, being able to push chickens and hares. And you can slowly push them as well with the scout. It takes a long time, though, and you're not going to get any scouting information on the middle of the map. Or be able to push in the foxes, which I think Valas is trying to do right now. So we've got ourselves the nice little desert-style arena. Lewis playing Koreans, Valas playing Portuguese. I do like Portuguese better on arena, but I think Koreans can be really tough to push with their guard towers. Very, very difficult. I just don't know what the strategy is here from Lewis. Yeah, I'm fine with them being pushable because it's so slow as well. Like, it's just so slow. The deer would have already been in by now. And it's only 65 food, right? It's almost just frustratingly slow. Wall push trick doesn't work anymore. I think it might. With the chickens, it still does. That was unintended. I listened to Nilly's little update yesterday. What the fuck happened this month? And he said it was unintended, that the foxes and the chickens can still be pushed. So I'm guessing that's something that they need to fix. It also works with rabbits, yeah, as we see. I don't mind them. They look a little weird. Like, just the movements are a little bit strange. Most of the wild animals look fairly natural. These guys just look super, like, AI generated. Very strange. The foxes look super cool, though. I prefer to mill chickens and hares in arena. Yeah, I mean, I do too. I think pros would prefer to mill them as well, but it feels like you just have to take these little tiny advantages, right? It's a big deal. If it's even 5% more efficient to take the chickens by building a wall and pushing them in, then the pros need to go for it. Because they can, and there's no reason not to. What percentage chance do we see Fatorias this game? Against Koreans? I mean, Lewis is likely to go for a tower rush here. You could see he's already got the mining camp on stone as his second Dark Age building, so he forgoes the mill, and he goes for the mining camp. I'm going to say it is 35%. It all depends on the Trush and how well that goes. Unfortunately for Lewis, Valas has a fantastic base. And he's taking the berries super early. So that area won't really be pressured. He has stone in the back. He has gold in the back. This is a disgusting base to try and tower rush. Really, really tough. Unfortunately for Lewis. Foxes should make tower rush a lot stronger. I wouldn't say a lot stronger. It definitely makes it more viable for sure. You can take some extra gold from the foxes, which is fine. About to play some ranked, boy. All right, dude. Good luck. Good luck, bro. I might play some team games after this because I don't think there's really anything going on. But I think we've got I think we've got 3 more games here. I think Valas wins this one. Lewis's tower rush won't get that much done. And Valas is expecting it, I think. And then Lewis goes back to his home maps and wins the next 2. All right. So Lewis is collecting the gold from the foxes. If you're not familiar, they have 35 gold. It just gets sent directly into your eco. There is a little bit of decay, so you usually get 32 gold off of them if you're harvesting with 1 vill. Or 31. And there's the archer range. And the towers should come up. Timing is a little bit off here for Lewis. He's going to go for the tower right up against the wall. Valas will be in Feudal Age in 1 minute and 10 seconds. He still doesn't have Loom. He's still trying to push in the hairs. And still very, very slow. And now he'll send the villagers out this way. I think Loom should come in. Yeah, Loom's coming in as soon as Feudal Age does. And then the common counter to a tower rush seems very popular now. Especially with the faster Feudal Age times that people are pulling off. With the efficiency of pushing in the hairs and, you know, less villager bumpage and the force drop and everything like that. It feels like people are in Feudal Age a little bit faster now. Going for a fast castle play, and they can just go for the stone wall to defend. And that's exactly what Valas wants to do. He's waiting for Loom to come in. So all this work done by Lewis, he knows it's coming. He knows the villagers are coming out here. And he's going to be able to get the stone wall down behind that. But it's not much of a stone wall. It's only 167 HP. Valas will need to send more vills. Really good job from Lewis. He's got the archers inside. The villagers are still working away. And he's only going to manually target the villagers. He's not going to waste shots on the scout there. But Valas does manage to get some hits on this wall. And he will retreat. Now Lewis will have to work away on that as well. Still didn't kill a villager. Castle Age is on the way for Valas. I think he's bought himself enough time. He can house wall behind here. Wouldn't it be better to take the gate? The gate takes a long time to go down. These walls have 600 less HP than the gate. Going after the gate, I think, is just a mistake. And now Valas comes in again. The funny thing is, Lewis can see, because the wall changes its graphic. Lewis can see before Valas even walks in with that. And now Valas is going to get this wall up. So it's a little bit of idle time forced out by Lewis. But really, really not that much in the grand scheme of things. And Valas will be able to get a castle up and deny this tower rush altogether. Isn't Lewis dead? Yeah, this is just... It's a rough one for sure. He will retain map control, though, because he's got some archers for a little bit until the organ guns are out. And he's made life uncomfortable for sure for Valas. Valas should definitely go for another wall segment here. And that's what he's going to do. He needs to buy himself time to get that castle up. And bop. And from Lewis's point of view, you're just like, fuck. I did nothing. He'll go for another tower over here to try and hold Valas in because that's all he can do. Let's go Liverpool. Did Liverpool beat Arsenal? Why is it that when I try to quick wall, my villager gets hit by an arrow and runs? Because that's the standard behavior. That's what a normal human being would do. Ow, I'm getting hit by an arrow. I should go the other way. That's why Valas sends 3 or 4 villagers at a time. Arsenal were the better team. I'm sure they'd be happy to hear that. So Valas has some options. I mean, he could just not make military and try and go imp. I don't think that would be the worst play ever if he were to invest into his eco a little bit here. He could try and snag the relics. Remember, Portuguese get Feitorias, so if you ever do get to imp, you can start adding an eco like crazy. Arsenal were far from being the better team, although both didn't play good. Okay. I did watch most of the Chelsea game, and we got we got a little lucky with the VAR. That was some bullshit, dude. And I'm a Chelsea fan, and that was some serious bullshit. All right, petards are coming out here from Valas. Better for Valas to claim map control. I mean, yeah, he knows that Lewis is a long way away from Castle Age. Portuguese are working away. Doesn't want to let these vills in. Kills one. He's going for the petard. There's still a scout over here, though, from Lewis. And Lewis is going to go after the organ gun first because it has the minimum range. So he can kill this for free. That's a nice little freebie there until the other ones arrive. Still taking the foxes as well. And the organ gun is within range of the outpost. So he knows this is coming. There's a full stone wall behind. Really nice from Lewis. Unfortunately for him, his map is significantly worse than Valas's, right? He's got the stone forward. He's got the gold forward. He does have a secondary gold back here. But he actually needs to defend this location. And he'll do it with guard towers. Valas goes for a siege workshop. Knows he can't just blindly go into monks, I think, and try and collect the relics. Because there's still archers there from Lewis. So it'd be tough. And Lewis will need to retreat. Valas goes for another petard. So he wants to break through the walls, the secondary layer of walls that Lewis has. And also a ram coming in, too. Yo, Jimpy! Thank you for the 6 months. Archers now coming back. Have to be very careful against these organ guns.
GG, TwitchCon High Pivo 18 GG.
Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. All right, so ram working away. Organ guns just chilling. There's the monastery. Lewis has done pretty well here to keep himself secure. He's done a fairly good job. He still has the archers alive. I think he lost the villagers forward. But Valas still has to at least be concerned. However, long term, I don't really see where Lewis is going with this. This is just like a desperation defense, hoping for the best, hoping Valas makes some mistakes. Maybe you could get a castle up. Maybe you could get to Imp and slowly push back. I just don't know. Valas has 8 organ guns. He's got a monk coming out. He's going to get the relics. His rams are going to clear this stuff. He can petard in. There's a bunch of weak vills, and the stone and gold is forward from Lewis. Ooh. Maybe some sneaky shenanigans? I don't think so. And Valas wisely clearing up the outposts from Lewis as well. He should add some outposts of his own, potentially. Another monastery from Valas. Petard gets blown up. Rocket cart now from Lewis to push back against the organ guns. Remember, this is Valas's home map. And I would always favor Valas on Arena. So, Lewis deliberately picked this map. He wants both of his home maps coming home for the final 2 games if he loses this one. He's just trying to make something happen. Tower goes down. Valas could go for redemption here. Looks like Lewis is coming forward with villagers. He's going to make more towers. Sanctity is on the way in, and suddenly Lewis has escaped his base. I didn't think he would, but he has. Valley should just go up to Imp and then Bombard Cannon push. Could just go up to Imp and make Fetorias as well. Valley. Imagine Valas as a Valley girl. He's about as far away from a Valley girl as you could possibly get. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Boom! Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Valas has a lot of stone. He's gonna split around that rocket cart. Let's see if he can actually kill it. Wants to save this monk, and he doesn't. But he does kill 2 of the archers, and the archers are still annoying for the monks. Nice micro so far from Valas. God, organ guns just take so long to kill rocket carts and mangonels. Such a good counter. Another relic coming in. Maybe all of that was just to guard the monk coming in with that relic. Resources looking really solid for Valas now. He could even sell his stone and buy his way up. But he's busy at the moment. He's trying to kill this rocket cart. He got a little greedy with the mangonel there. Just tickles this guy. Lewis has enough stone for a castle. Lewis is about to use the market and maybe think about clicking up. But Valas will be up first. Valas is up. I think like maybe 2 Fetorias. And then the slow pushback. Who was it that went for Fetorias on Friday and then got killed because of it? And Lewis is up. Viper? No, Viper was yesterday, was he not? I know Viper lost to Neos. Good job, Neos. He's had 2 upsets in a row. Nikov versus Ganji? That's right. It was Nikov who died, right? Ganji was like stunned to find himself in a position like that. Where he actually could kill him. Redemption coming in, Imperial Age, Masonry as well as a great tech, and there's another castle over on this side, but the rocket carts are through, and this might be, you know, a little annoying here for Valas. He did not anticipate this, and he's losing a lot of villagers because of it. Rocket carts are backing away. Redemption is in. So the monk can push these away, and then Valas gets this castle up. And Lewis will have to fight up against 2 castles here. Can't just go for the TC as well because the castles are protecting it. Super sick Portuguese castle, by the way. One of my favorite castles. The Korean one is not bad, but the Portuguese one is definitely better. Wagons against organ guns. Organ guns don't do a whole lot of damage to those, so you're going to need monks to deal with those wagons. No Fetorias yet for Valas. He's still got idle villagers over here. I think there's definitely a chance. It's a good recovery here from Lewis, for sure. Valas has 4 relics. He could get Fetorias. He's got double castle set up. Like, he's got a good setup, but there's still a chance for Lewis to win this game, which is impressive, given the state of his economy after that tower rush. Are organ guns just a supplemental unit now? Yeah, you can't just like mono push with organ guns anymore because mangonels counter them really effectively, or rocket carts for that matter. So Lewis is making the towers to protect against the monks, but he can't do anything against the trebs currently. The trebs are the big problem, and the organ guns are kind of protecting the monks. The monks are protecting the organs from the rocket carts. If Valas is just patient, everything should be fine for him. And it looks like he's being very patient. Still no Fatorias here. And he doesn't need them, to be fair. The only way I can see Lewis winning this game is if he does some random fucking tree cut Treb snipe. But I don't think he's getting heavy rocket cart anytime soon with 6 on food. Ooh, organ guns just don't do enough to those Trebs. He almost got him. The tower's gonna go down though. And then the monks can just go crazy over here. Valas has some pretty good monk micro of his own. Another desperation tower here from Lewis to protect his units against the monks. It's all just biding time. He lost his castle forward. Still only 2 Trebs. Heavy rocket cart doesn't cost food? Doesn't cost food to upgrade? Oh. That's... Oh. Okay. That's very interesting. I didn't know that. Huh. Learn something new every day. You need more Rage Forest gameplay? Clearly, yeah. That's sick, actually. GG? Yeah, I think so. I don't know what Lewis can do here. Don't even, like, we have 1 Fatoria, and that's it. And he's going to assume that Valas has at least 1, and Valas has a significantly better eco. He is all in defending this Treb, but for what? What is the game plan here? He's leaving with a Treb. He's going to try and, like, snipe the TC with this 1 Treb? If he had 4, maybe he could just roll in here and take it down. I think he's just delaying, trying to get another Treb out. He could roll in right here. Fire away at the TC, maybe. You don't even need to Treb cut. It's open. He's got an outpost. It's still open. Dude, all of this against 1 Treb. And it goes down. And now he walls it off. And here he comes. Here he comes. Valas will see this coming from a mile away. Dun 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 dun. Not very sneaky, my friend. But will it work? Will it work? Valas is not paying attention to this. Valas is sending the villagers over. Valas is walling this off. Just wall here, dude. He's going in. There's a castle there as well. Yeah. If Valas didn't see it, maybe could have worked. But Lewis won't even get the Treb unpacked. Maybe 1 shot. There you go. 1 shot. Boom. What a push from Lewis. GG called. Valas goes ahead 2-1, but Lewis has both of his home maps coming home. There was an attempt with the tower rush, but I think it's just people getting up. When they're going fast castle, they're just getting up to feudal age a little bit sooner, right? They're getting up with like 23 pop, 22 pop. And the timing window for the tower rush just isn't there anymore a lot of the time. People can go for loom. They were in feudal age, so they could go for the stone wall behind it. And if they're playing smart and sending 3-4 villagers to stone wall, you just can't get in. You just can't get in, it feels like. And Valas played that really well. That's why you need to douche the walls, yeah. New tournament idea, sudden death with 1 HP TC. Can you repair it? Dave, who do you think is better, Lewis or Lucho? Pretty close. I don't know. This format, clearly Lewis. He got further. Loss for Koreans, win for the Portuguese. And that's 2-1 Valas. What's up, Chemical? Okay, so Lewis needs to win Wellsprings and Koala to win the set. Valas just needs to win one of them. And it's going to be Malay for Lewis and Malians for Valas on Wellsprings. TC with 1 health, but 50 range. 50 range. Crazy, dude. 50 range. They would never. TC would never hit an arrow. Okay. 50 seconds left. Fingelfin, thank you for the 32 months. You fought any Dark Lords recently, bro? I think an event where you pick the civ of your enemy would be funny. We've had those, plenty of those. Yep. Has someone ever told you that your voice sounds almost similar to Stewie from Family Guy? The fuck? No, because I don't think it does, dude. I hear it now? All right. Can't unsee it. Okay. All right. Say some Stewie quotes. If I say Stewie quotes, I'm gonna say it in his voice though. Cool whip. Cool whip. It's cool whip. I can't even do it. That was really bad. Furman, thank you for the 11 months.
Bro wave.
Literally Stewie. No, you're Stewie, idiot. All right, so Malay for Lewis. Valas playing Malians. I like Malay better here. So there's, for anyone who's not familiar with this map, there's 30,000 fish under this aqueduct. And gathering fish, shore fish, is the fastest food collection rate in the game, other than Mongol Hunt. And the foxes, I suppose, now. But once the aqueduct goes down, once one segment of this aqueduct goes down, the fish disappears. And so do the walls and any buildings that are built directly adjacent to the aqueduct. So the walls would be killed. The fish would be gone. And a lot of the strategies deeper in the tournament, now that people are familiar with the map, rely on killing the aqueduct and getting rid of that area. Is it shared 30k or each 30k? Each 30k. So they won't really take the sheep early. They will just be taking the shorefish. Malians, pretty good here. They're going to save on wood costs for all of their buildings. Malay, though, have the timing advantage, going up to the next stage faster. And that's huge. It's absolutely massive. So there's 60k fish. There is 60k fish, yeah. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Furman, thank you, bro. Is there a civ that collects shorefish faster? There used to be. Indians used to do it. But as we know, Indians were split up. They are no more. Ooh, that's a lumber camp right there from Valas. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Squeeze it right in the middle. Mmm. What's T90 getting for a wedding gift? Might get him another pair of sauna pants. The first sauna pants went over so well. What the fuck are sauna pants? He's got a pair, dude. It's a weight loss technique. It's funny. He said, he texted me like years ago after I ordered them for him. He's like, man, I'm gonna try out the sauna pants. I'm gonna turn them on. I was like, no, I didn't want him to roast himself, dude. I just thought it was funny. I didn't want him to actually like injure himself. What is the newest AoE 2 DLC gonna be? I have no idea, bro. Yeah, he's gonna cook the boys with those, yeah, for sure. Okay, so res collected fairly even. A second mill now for Lewis. Valas has 10 on fish. Lewis has 12. He's setting a 13th as well. So Lewis is surrounding this fish. That stream was my introduction to AoE 2. Was that the same one where we were doing like the pizza blanket and stuff? We were looking for random shit to order T90 and send him. And I did send him the sauna pants. That was so long ago now. Okay, so Valas goes up. Will Valas go for feudal pressure? It looks like no. Kind of looks like he's trying to get away with a fast castle here. The fish does come in super quickly, but I still don't know if he's going to have enough food. He might need to sell his stone and buy. I think he needs to sell his stone and buy, yeah. Meanwhile, on the other side, Lewis just delaying. He's Malay. And Malay need to delay to click up. There we go. Feudal Age is coming in. Not too far behind. He's about a minute behind. Kilometers. Thank you for the 21 months, dude. Market Blacksmith. So it will be a Castle Age click here. He will probably need to buy 100 food. He's also getting loom as well. Remember, all of the stone is on the outside of the map here. Ooh, Valas killed the scout from Lewis. That's huge. That is actually massive. So now Lewis will have no vision on what Valas is doing. And I think Valas definitely wants to come forward. Really, really solid. Valas is now pulling villagers off of food. He's sending them to wood. So it's probably going to be like a siege monk push type of thing. And there's the market from Lewis. Lewis is sending some vills to stone as well. Would be so cool if the aqueduct would one-shot the fishers. Yeah. God, this lumber camp was so efficient. Once he runs out of the wood, it's not going to look so good. But like, oh my god, look at this. Oh! Almost a 90% efficient eco for Valas. Sending a couple villas out now. Lewis has no idea this is coming. He did go for an outpost, though. Kind of hiding behind this gate. And he is getting town watch before he clicks up to Castle Age. So, Lewis does have some awareness. And he really knows that there's a push that's going to be coming. He's got an outpost over here, an outpost over here. Really solid job from Lewis. I mean, you could do that, Tahan. Maybe. Unfortunately for him, the only place he hasn't put an outpost is the place where Valas is going to construct his siege workshop. Lewis will go for another outpost over here and another one over here. He really wants vision, but he's not getting vision in the right places. He's getting vision over here. Now he finally goes for an outpost here. This is so romantic. Look at this. They're just going to be touching tips. Look at that. They can spy on each other, yep. I think, like, if there's a dude in this outpost and a dude in this outpost, if they lean out, they could probably, like... They could touch some tongues. Ram is coming in. Lewis is now in Castle Age, and Lewis is going for a castle. So kind of reminiscent of that Canberra game. Lewis going to have a defensive castle with the siege coming in from Valas. Does Valas have Town Watch? He does, so he can see that. He knows what's awaiting him. That castle's there to kind of protect the fish, but, like, Valas could still push in from this side, too. And he could push in from the top side. Like, the castle would be far better for the defense of the TC to just sit right here next to that town center. And I think it would actually be, it would be smart here, because Valas is not really interested in food eco. I think it'd be very smart to kill this aqueduct and just deny this from Lewis. Right? He's got 11 villagers on that fish. I think it's just really smart to kill this because you don't really need it as much. But he's not going to kill it. He's going to loop all the way around. Wow. Why are you not killing this? Please just kill it. There we go. Okay. Okay. You need to deny that food from Lewis. Lewis still has 2 boars. He's got all his sheep. He's got his berries. He knows this is going down, so he's making a mill. And here come the karambits. So he's going to be in on the wall at the exact moment Valas takes this out. He saw it with the outpost. Valas needs to come forward and wall. It's too late. It's too late. Valas will see these karambits coming in. Can he go for a double gate wall, maybe? What can he do? Nothing. Karambits are going to come right into the eco. Oh, my God. He wasn't prepared for that. Great job. Oh, my goodness. Age of Gates. Age of Gates from Valas. 1, 2, 3, 4. Karambit bodies hitting the floor. Lewis came right through the door. And now karambits are no more. I like it. All of the karambits done. What a recovery there from Valas. Petard's now being made from Lewis. Siege workshop going up too. He could go, maybe he could go for like a siege tower or something. Get the karambits in here. Be very aggressive with it. What is in here? 3 mangonels? I mean, with the castle over here, if you have something to support the mangonels, you could just push in from this angle and get the TC. I can't help but feel like karambits just spend 90% of their time posturing. Like they've got some sort of weird photo shoot.
Your mom groped me 2 Halloweens ago. Shut the fuck up or I'll take it to Twitter.
HBD.
Okay, that was a little unnecessary. Thank you, Dr. AoE. Thank you for the 9 months. What happened 9 months ago? There was a lot of 9-month subs. All right, we're going to need to hit a couple gnarly attack rounds here if you're Valas. Lewis can see all of this coming in. He's got the outpost there. The knights are going to come in for the mangonel. The karambits are not going to kill the knights in time. That mangonel is dead. And now Valas will need to hit some pretty good attack rounds here. The monks are coming out. The scout going down kind of hurts because that maybe could have sniped the monk. But a monastery coming up from Valas now. And ooh, things are about to get a little dicey for him. Valas going for some quick walls around the villagers. Scorpion not killed, and the mangonels are still alive. And Lewis only has one mangonel of his own. Plus, we have these knights that can almost kill this Karambit army, like, by themselves. They don't have any upgrades, but so much stronger than the Karambits. And a second mangonel will not hit the field here for Lewis. Does he need it is the question. Does he need it? Valas is repairing the mangonels. He's doing a really good job with it. Valas is doing such a good job with this. One knight goes down, but the only mangonel from Lewis is gone. Valas did such a good job with those engagements. That is not easy at all. Petards, yeah, only 2, though. And they're... Boom. Another castle from Lewis. Defensively. Is the monastery firing arrows? No, it's the scorpion. I wonder if Lewis can go for a YOLO petard push around this side. Like a whole ass mission right here to the back. Because Valas can't really break this at the moment. And Valas has to still be concerned about the Karambits. There's a lot of Karambits running around here. We got some exposed villagers on the side. Oh, please don't tell me this guy's going to open the gate. Oh, please don't tell me this dude's going to open the gate right at the exact moment that Lewis wants to get in. It's already open. Never mind. There's already a hole, dude. The Karambits are in. Oh, that's so frustrating. Oh, that's so frustrating. Valas, Age of Gates again. This time they're palisades, though. Hopefully he doesn't chop through that tree. He's sending some knights back to deal with that. Redemption is on the way here from Lewis to defend against these. And Lewis is still in a fine position. He's got a better eco. He's got 2 castles defensively, and I don't really see a way for Valas to push this this town center. But the knights are clearing the Karambits, because the Karambits are just very underwhelming. Yeah. So good response from Valas, all things considered. Lewis collecting the relics as well. Okay. Where do we go from here? Seems the deeper we get in this tournament, the less YOLO there is on this map. Plenty of YOLO very early. Lewis almost wants Valas to go for those attack rounds, because then it keeps the mangonels within range. And both of the monks are switched there from Lewis as he deletes the 2 knights he just converted. Valas was trying to convert them back. Lewis doesn't want that. Couple nice attack rounds. The villager can't keep up. To start repairing. Another good shot from the mangonel, but the mangonel is going to go down, and Lewis will clear all of this pressure from Valas. And the question remains, like, how does Valas kill this TC? I don't think he can. And if this goes late, Lewis just has a much better economy. 12 extra villagers. He's got the relics. He's got more res collected. Why is he only making Karambits, though? Because they're cheap and they're fast to produce? Trying to convert this Mangonel, trying to convert the Knights. Lewis has really good Monk Micro. And a Mangonel comes out from Valas. Oh my god! Sheesh! I mean, does it matter at the end of the day? Not really. You can just make 10 more of those, but that was a nice shot. That was a nice shot from Valas. Feels like both of these guys' playstyles is just so scrappy. They're hitting the attack rounds. They're microing correctly with their monks. They're like dodging each other's shots. To get something like that is super satisfying. And there's the castle from Valas. So once again, Valas will be stuck in the castle age. And he's going to attempt to do something. But Lewis also going for... Lewis, you gotta kill this ram first, bro. You cannot go for that castle foundation with a ram sitting right there. He is very fortunate he saw that. Did you recover from your illness? Recovering. Man, so much wood here. So many farms being added from Valas. Remember, all of the gold is now on the outside. Well, Valas has 3 tiles here, but he's not on them right now. And Lewis is trying for a push. Valas is going to find it very difficult to stop this. He can go for some Gabetto. He can go for some Mangonels, but the Mangonel is being produced forward. Yeah, this is the death. He's producing petards from 3 castles. I mean, just make 20 petards and there's nothing you can do about it. He can even see the petards. Like, Valas has full vision on this. Here they come. We don't even need a song for this one because it's not YOLO. There's nothing YOLO about it. This is expected to work. Attack round doesn't quite land. Redemption is in, though, so the Mangonel can't hang out in this area. And there's more petards where that came from. And now he's just converting the houses that are part of the wall. I mean, at this point, just use a couple petards, bro. Why? Valas is going to try for a push of his own. He's got the second ram on the way. Maybe he could stall this out long enough. Wall's now coming up from Valas. Lewis will push in this way. Valas goes for an attack round. Gets a good one. But the petards are coming in. That is 6 petards. You need 5 to kill a TC. He tries to get them, and it's not going to work. And there you go. TC goes down. Game 5, here we come. Lewis, really, really nice recovery. I think Valas, you know, wasn't really using most of his brain at some points in early Castle Age there. He should have killed the Aqueduct much faster. And he should have walled off here. I think things just got really hectic for him. Really, really hectic. But still, love that there's a game 5. He had some great shots, some great micro in the center there. And Lewis will take that one. Much better eco for him, as you would expect, sudden death with melee. Okay, so melee win, Malian's loss, and we're going to Koala. Now, I really like the Romans Fast Castle Scorpion play on Koala. I think Lewis is going to play Georgians. But Valas will probably go for Aztecs here. I don't know. What's a better matchup against Georgians, Romans or Aztecs? I like the Fast Castle. I think that's really strong. Are these games live or being broadcast from recording? They're live games, but the chat is recorded. Can I play the tournament song? All right, we'll see if there's a moment for the tournament song. I apologize, VOD watchers, for not being able to experience the tournament song. That's why you gotta watch live. All right, getting ready for Game 5, Koala. It's live. That's why we're waiting for the games here. Tenko. They do have a 2-minute spec delay though. So they're done 2 minutes before we see the finish of the game. Lewis is going down. That means AoE2's future is going down. Lewis is the future of AoE2? Oh boy. It's getting dark. It's getting dark, boys and girls. Pack it up. Yep. What's up, Hart? Valas has gone Aztecs. He's not going Romans. He's going to try and lame the fuck out of Lewis here. 1.5 minutes until we're in. It's 2-2. Oh, yeah. I got to update the score. Beastie Boy? This isn't Beastie Boys, bro. Hell yeah, I love the Beastie Boys.
You should have heard your mom last night. Great aunt when I pull a surprise visit.
James Buffet, thank you for the 40 months, bro. Welcome back. Yo, where's my army? Thank you for the 5 gifted, bro. Thank you very much. You got gifted a sub today. Make sure you thank him. Where's my army? Devil herself. Conron as well. Fucking love the Beastie Boys, dude. Damn this. Thank you for the 32, bro. 10 seconds. God, the Beastie Boys are so good. This was in Tony Hawk or Skate 3? I think this was in Tony Hawk 3. I'm pretty sure this was in Tony Hawk 3. Yeah, it was. Yeah, 100%. I played thousands of hours on that game, dude. It was 2? Was it 2? I thought it was 3. No, Beastie Boys was in 3. All right, Val is playing as Aztecs, and here comes the Eagle. I think he wants to lame. I think he... Goddamn Beastie Boys guy got me, bro. I think he wants to lame, but Lewis knows that Valas wants to lame. That is a common strategy here. So here comes the eagle out this way. Lewis is keeping his scout in this direction. He knows there's a boar there. And he's got the mule cart also coming forward to scout Valas's base. Lewis is looking for that eagle. He's going out for this boar early. He can see the deer being pushed around. And I think you just have to know that the eagle is there. However, Valas will discover this one. And Lewis will maybe be in a position to block that eagle when it comes home. He's going to be sitting right here. He knows that Valas wants to lame this. He knows that Valas is laming it now. He can see the boar, and he's coming over with a scout. Will Lewis be able to stop this is the question. This will determine a lot in this game. Will he be able to kill the eagle? Will he be able to stall out the boar? If he kills the eagle, Valas can't push in the deer. It hurts a lot. Valas is slowly pulling this back, and both players know what's up. Lewis stalling this out. Valas still pulling this in. Love to see Valas send out a villager to try and snag this boar, even if it de-aggros from the eagle. Oh no, Lewis clicked too far to the left. He clicked too far. Okay. Okay, here comes the Vil. Here comes the Vil. And Lewis gives up on it. All right, so a little bit of disruption there. Lewis was not really pushing in the deer, but he does have the mule cart. So he doesn't go after the wood. He has the mule cart here, and he didn't even need to push in the deer. And now he's going to steal the boar from Valas. That is just exceptional from Lewis. Really, really solid stuff. Takes advantage of the mule cart. Still gets the food from the deer on time. And then steals the boar from Valas. And with Georgians, once he gets to feudal age, he will heal up this damage. Now, at the end of the day, it's going to be 2 boars for both. No idle TC time for either player. Neither one got housed or anything. Doesn't really matter all that much. The villager is actually coming forward from Lewis. For what? Does he want to, like, wall this whole area off? Why is she there? He maybe got a little too lost in the sauce. Maybe he had too many ideas going on in his head. He pulls her back. He thought about it. He decided it wasn't worth it. Full wall coming up here from Valas now. And it's a good setup if he gets the full wall up. There's going to be a gold back here. He can then just wall to the wood line. And the most exposed part of his eco, as per usual on this map, is going to be the barracks and then the relics. Whoa! Imagine he did that. Oh my goodness. Valas almost pulled off a god tier trap on that scout. Holy cow. Credit to Lewis for getting out of there as quickly as possible. Lewis is only finding 1 deer. He knows that Valas wants to go for a fast castle here. Ain't never seen this one. I love it. I love it. YFC? Monk Siege, baby. I don't think FC is good here. I think FC is the optimal play on this map. I think FC is the best play on this map. Now, is it good when you're trying to lame and stuff? Probably not. That sounds biased. I just think it is, dude. Like, on average, it's going to be easy to wall to your TC and have a secure gold. If you get the boars in early and push in the deer and don't try and lame or anything, should be fine. And if your opponent goes feudal, I think they get cooked. But we'll see. I mean, the eco here for Valas isn't great because he went for the lame early. If you're going for the lame, fast castle is probably not the greatest, and he's not going fast castle. He's going for some militia now. So maybe an adaptive type of play. He did go up fairly late. Walling in the relics seems like a lot of work for little game. Well, See, Lewis thought that Valas might be going fast castle. Now he sees the militia. And Valas will push this villager away. And he still might be going fast castle, actually. That militia might just be a great play to keep the relics unwalled. The monks can still grab it through the corners? No. Don't think they can. It's not fully walled, though, so he can still grab those for free. Not from this angle, I don't think they can. Can they? Tough to know. Yeah, there's one tile unwalled right here, so they can grab them 100%. We don't even need to really discuss it. Gate coming up. Valas gonna sit in feudal age a little bit here. Lewis going for scouts. He's going for the wall as well. Also don't like the scouts opening on this map. What do you like on this map, Arbase? I too hate scouts on this map. I don't think they're good. If you're going to go feudal age, you got to go archers or something. Let's rate the koala, by the way. This is a little bit of a... This is a Stewie Griffin koala right here. Now he doesn't have a black eye, he's got a blue eye over there. But this koala is not super cute. This is how I would draw a koala? Looks like Sid the Sloth from Ice Age. A little bit. Looks like the... that cartoon, Hey Arnold. Looks like Hey Arnold. All right, so some eagles coming out. I think this is an adaptive play from Valas. I think he was probably trying to go for a super tight FC, and then things didn't work out. Obviously, the lane didn't go exactly as he thought it would. He wasn't able to push in all of his deer. He was able, though, to secure his berries and keep himself safe and get the full wall up. Farm eco looking solid for Lewis. Overall eco looking good for him. Both players basically uncontested. And Lewis will just have a little bit more map control because of his scouts. So now the question remains, what is the strategy here for Valas? Is it going to be Eagles? Is it going to be Monk Siege? Don't know. He still hasn't sold his stone. I would expect him to buy food shortly, but he hasn't sold his stone. Which of these civs are better post-imp? Oh, Georgians. Aztecs kind of struggle post-imp. Maybe 3TC boom. It's sudden death, brother. Ain't no 3TC boom in here. Unless you're Hope. In the last sudden disaster. They didn't do sudden death mode. And he was just like, was it Hope? I think it was Hope. And he was just like 3TC booming. You got to be stupid to not play monks with Aztecs, right? Well, he will make a few monks. But I think it's primarily going to be Eagles here. Yeah, there's the second and third barracks. I'm thinking we're getting a mass monk war here. Maybe. Georgians can go for the fortified churches. Eagles have been seen. Lewis can check the eagles and see the armor. So that indicates that we will have more investment into those eagles from Valas. Can Cummins make second TCs in this game mode? No, they cannot. What's up, Cultivated? No atonement for Georgians, I think. You're right. You're right. Aztecs get fucking everything. So you really don't want to get involved in a monk war against Aztecs if you're Georgians then. Valas now sending this villager out. He's going to make a monastery here. Snag all these relics. And can he afford any more eagles? Looks like he needs more food for the upgrades. They're relatively cheap on food cost. So that won't really be a problem as far as producing. But you need the upgrades too, right? And that's where most of the price comes in. Okay, he's trying to take care of these scouts. And the wall is coming up this way too. So Valas is essentially cutting off this side of the map. We should see a light cap. Ooh, 3 ranges from Lewis. So we're going to see a Cav Archer play from him. Really got to make sure the numbers are there before the number of Aztec monks and the techs come in for the monks. Because these monks will get extremely beefy. And against low numbers of Cav Archers, you could have a real problem. But Cav Archers in mass can be an issue for the Eagles for sure. Valas is now getting the relics. 33% more gold is the team bonus from relics for the Aztecs. So that's going to be very, very nice. 1/3 more gold for Lewis. Assuming both players get 3 relics. Universe, or no, that's Market. Never mind. Market coming up from Lewis. 6 Cav Archers already. Does not really have the economy to be able to produce from 3 ranges at the moment. But once those relics come in, it'll get a little bit better. For sure. You need a lot of gold to make CA. Lewis is chopping through here, too. If Valas ever goes around that way with the Eagles, we could have some problems here for Lewis. He's not really paying attention. He's chopping through on the back. Lewis, no church to boost his ego or eco. Yeah, true. He's gone for the church at the front. Probably would have been better to put it here, to be fair. He can't really afford another one now. How many eagles do you need to melt the TC? Quite a few. More monks coming out. When Sanctity comes in, these will be pretty beefy, hard to kill. 50 HP on the monks. Every single monk tech is going to get him more HP. And the Cav Archers are coming in, and you can see the HP is coming into play. Couldn't quite kill that on time. But Cav Archers are still really solid, and the scouts come in from behind. Valas was not expecting those, so all 3 monks go down. The Eagles are pushing back these CA. The scouts are now dying to the Eagles over here. But Valas will need to build up his monk army again, and now he's going Scorpions. The longer this goes, if they're both creating the same units, the worse it's going to get here for Lewis. Because the Scorpion mass, the monks, the Eagles will just be very difficult to deal with Cav Archers. But right now, his massive CA seems unkillable with the current army. Are the new Jags OP? OP? No. They're very strong. Definitely not OP. Oh boy. No ballistics for Lewis. Now the Siege Workshop is up, and Valas is just pushing, man. Valas just wants to go, go, go. Still got more Eagles coming out. He wants to keep these Cav Archer numbers low. Lewis is fully chopped through, by the way. Keep the Cav Archers back so he can mass up the monks, so he can mass up the Scorpions. He's getting redemption now because he knows the Mangonels are coming out. This is going to be a really tense game 5, dude. They're so even right now. Completely different compositions. Both players have 48 vills. Both players with about 13k res collected. Lewis with more kills, but he is making the more expensive units. And his cav archers, crucially, are healing behind the scenes with Georgians. Takes a big fight here. Takes a big fight here. Does he get the mangonel? He doesn't get it with the conversion. Lewis killing the monks, killing the scorpions. He's losing some CA. He does lose a mangonel, but the army numbers for Valas just aren't there. Really nice engagement. Really nice engagement for Lewis. He's very fortunate that mangonel didn't get converted, but he did snipe the monks on time. Aztecs are a terrible pick? No. Aztecs are fine. Aztecs have an insane Castle Age comp. Valas missing the infantry upgrade? Yeah, missing +2 armor does hurt. They've fallen off a cliff in the last 5 years. Yes, they are not at their former prominence, but they still are very dangerous in Castle Age. Valas now taking advantage of a gold on the outside because he's running out of this one. Some good damage from the scorpions, but the cav archers are just healing this. I'm not sure about that push from Lewis. He's going to lose some HP or some cav archers in that push, but he does convert some eagles, and he's still pushing this back. More eagles back here from Valas. He's massing them up in secret. His forces are mustering. I love that word, muster. Love to muster, dude. Me and the boys muster all the time. Not mustard, muster. I'm a musterer, yeah. 17 cav archers, 14 eagles. Scorpions are coming out now. Redemption is in for Lewis. He's only got 4 monks, though. And he's going to try and convert the siege workshop. Mangonels are still a problem. Where are the monks from Valas? They need to convert that mangonel if they can. Knight gets converted back. Another siege workshop goes up. Valas, you got to delete this. You can't give this to Lewis. You got to delete it. 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 He loses the villager. 98% on that. And Lewis is going to get this siege workshop as well. Valas not able to keep up. He's just not able to keep up with the micro from Lewis. Really, really good fights from Lewis. Another scorpion coming out from Valas. He's got some monks inside the monasteries. So maybe he could pop out and find a really good fight. He's still producing eagles like crazy. His gold's on the outside. He doesn't want to lure these cav archers over to the gold. He doesn't want Lewis to know about this. That's his only gold available. And Lewis might think that Valas is running out of gold soon. Valas is just waiting, dude. He's got to bide his time. He's got to bide his time. He's got to wait. Lewis still doesn't know about the golds. Scorpions will clear that monk, but not before one of them gets converted. That'll get cleared up right away. There's still an eagle army over here. The Agalos are waiting, guys. Valas is waiting. One big old fight. Maybe the flank coming in. Castle coming forward now. Valas can see this. He's got the eagles at the back. He's got the eagles over here. He's got monks in the siege workshop. There is potential here for Valas. Oh, Lewis, this is going to be a big moment here. This is the game 5. This is the game 5 moment. Can Valas clear this up? So much army. He's got monks inside. He needs to eject them. Now we've got the castle going up from Lewis. The eagles are mustered. The eagles are collapsing on this army. The eagles are taking out a lot of cav archers. The eagles are going after the villagers. Where are the monks? The castle's being denied. Valas pushing this back. Monks in the workshops? Maybe they were in the workshops, dude. Maybe they were in the monasteries. We'll never know. That's a crazy denial there from Valas. He needed to fight there, but Lewis still has the cav archers. 64 villagers for Valas. 57 now for Lewis. Valas is still on the gold. He still doesn't realize he has the monks inside here. The monks would have made such a big difference in this fight. And more villagers are coming forward. More villagers are coming forward from Lewis. Siege Workshop going up from Valas. Can Lewis get this down? He can garrison them in the fortified church for safety. There's a lot of scorpions here, and there's a lot of eagles coming in. And he's not building the castle. He's just going now to build the castle, but more eagles are on the way. Cav Archer's going crazy on this side. Will the castle go up? I think not. Monks are still inside the monasteries. And Valas is now buying stone for a castle of his own. There's the castle right there. Lewis might need to delete this and put it in a safer spot. Maybe. Villagers are going in. The scorpions got converted. These scorpions are targeted for conversion now. Valas needs to send more vills probably. He's still got eagles denying this. If this castle goes up, feels like Lewis's castle won't complete. But the Cav Archers are coming over and more villagers on the way from Valas. A ram coming out from Valas. Can the Cav Archers deny the castle? Lewis deletes his. Villagers going down from Valas now, but the castle will go up. And Lewis needs to run away. He still doesn't know about the gold, but he can see the villagers over here. Does he notice those? Does he notice those is the question. I don't know if he does. He's got good scouting, but he still hasn't found the gold over here from Valas or the gold over here. He didn't see them. And that really, really matters. Castle attempt now from Lewis. Castle attempt number 2. Valas cannot see this. He can't see it. He has enough stone for a castle of his own, though. We could see castle v castle again. Still has no idea. He still has no idea. And there we go. Castle going up. Valas. How quickly does he react? Delete a farm, place a castle here, potentially. There we go. Wow, dude! 27 villagers versus 19. Lewis can garrison these Cav Archers and get so many arrows out of this castle if he really wants to. He brings the villagers in. He's not going to be able to deny this, but he will kill quite a few villagers from Valas in the attempt. And Valas needs to garrison now, dude. He's going to lose half his eco if he's not careful. Oh, man. What a game 5. Valas kind of open at the back here. Lewis definitely open, but he walled it off. This is the latest koala game I've seen. And now Lewis is shifting all of his villagers over here. Guys, what? Lewis has no eco. 11 on wood, 17 on gold, 14 on food, and a nomadic tribe in the back here, 19 villagers? He couldn't buy a castle right now if his life depended on it. The Cav Archers are in, though, and Valas just invested all of his wood into these farms. That's not going to happen, my brother. He is trying... Oh, Jesus. Song of the tournament. Game 5, Lewis versus Valas. The Cav Archers are killing everything back here. Lewis is desperately trying to afford a castle. He can see this. Eagles are here. Villagers are here. Villagers are coming forward to repair. The Cav Archers are going down. The villagers are going down. There's a castle at the back from Lewis. Can Valas get through in time? Panic Siege Workshop for Lewis, but he has no resources. He has nothing, dude. Valas doesn't have anything either. Oh my god, their hands must be shaking, bro. The hands. Petards are coming out from Lewis. He's attacking the TC with the Vils. It's all in. It's all in from Lewis. It's all in from Valas. One mangonel comes out. The monks are finally coming forward. The villagers are dying. The villagers are dying. The planet's dying. The aliens aren't contacting us. And Valas can't get through. Lewis is killing all of Valas's repair villagers. How many petards? 2. It's enough. It's enough. Surely it's enough. Converted mangonel now. Valas unable to get in. Lewis takes it. Lewis with the castle from behind. 3-2. Damn, dude. Lewis is the hero we needed. What a play from him. What a play from both of them, honestly. Lewis just, I can't even imagine the nerves, dude. That had to be the most nervy finish of all time. Like, you have to panic defend and also try and panic get a push going. That's just insane. Go back and look at Lewis on the market. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My man pounded that market. Dude. Huyane, thank you for the 21 months. Welcome back. Wow, what a set, dude. My favorite set so far of Sudden Disaster, probably. Every game, with the exception of... Well, the Wellspring and Arena games weren't fantastic, but they were okay. The other 3 were just photo finishes. Photo finish. Super cool. Lewis goes through to the round of 16, I believe. Valas is out, but shout out to Valas. 119 Eagles made this game. Super, super cool series. And a really fun finish. Will you put this one on YouTube? I could probably put this one on YouTube, yeah. Valentsiok, thank you for the 33 months. For anyone watching on YouTube, the song of the tournament is I Need a Hero. Or Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler. So, that's the song of the tournament, boys and girls. You won't be able to hear it on the YouTube video or on the VOD. Sudden Disaster needs a LAN. Oh, God. Guys, is this not just how I drew it up at the very beginning of the set? I mean, it was close, but this is exactly my prediction. You said Valas wins? No, I said Lewis wins. I said Lewis wins the neutral map, and Valas wins his home maps, and Lewis wins his home maps.